it is a critical challenge, and we certainly have a lot of problems, and we can point to the negative. The whole point, I want to switch the emphasis here now and talk about the fact that we are not powerless. We are not powerless in this situation. We can have a heck of a lot more influence than we realize, and that's the good news, and we got to start using it. They're trusting us, so reciprocal trust, someone trusting you, it drives a reciprocal action within you. What else?
We're working on our organizational vision. It's something that our workforce has asked for. It seems to have been fragmented, and we've come together as a leadership team, and it's something that we're openly working on with our coworkers.
Super. So involvement.
Yes.
Yeah. High involvement always breeds higher trust.
The reinforcing candor and the ratchet effect was really, I found that very inspiring, and I liked how you put it up on the screen and how you can earn that back.
It was wonderful, very informative. I'm definitely going to take this information back with me to work. I really enjoyed it.
But given that it was a genuine, honest mistake, and I did something wrong, to call people together, as a leader, to call people together and say, folks, I goofed. I didn't mean to, but this is what happened yesterday. I apologize for that. It's going to cost us some extra work and stuff, and I know that's not a happy thought. So I owe you one, and I hope you forgive me, and let's move forward. Is that a very powerful discussion to have? Yeah. Is that a huge trust deposit? Yeah. Yes, and the reason it is because people don't expect leaders to say that. You catch them off guard when you do that, completely. Whistleblowers, transparency, reinforcing candor. That if I'm a leader and I've built an environment of trust in the organization where some junior accountant that just sees something and says, you know, that doesn't seem right, and knows that if that person brings the issue to the boss, and the boss will say, wait a minute, now that, you're right, that isn't exactly right, is it? The whistleblower. It doesn't have to be the whistleblower that brought down Enron. It doesn't have to be that. The idea is, if we have an environment that's real and that has high trust the way I'm talking about tonight, then what we have is hundreds, thousands, as many employees as we have, as being potential people that can keep us from going down the slippery slope that's so easy to get on. And if we're on the slippery slope and making decisions that are not really right, then they're going to tell us.
Bob's talk was great. He gave a lot of good information that's directly applicable to my organization, and I really like his model of reinforcing candor versus, some truth to power things you hear elsewhere. It's a little more positive spin on the topic that's a little easier for leaders. Yes, easier for leaders to swallow.
Change the culture a bit, and that burnout factor goes away. The best leaders in the world are the ones that are the happiest. That's why the title of my book is Leading with Trust is like sailing downwind. Because leaders that don't know that are sailing upwind all the time. They don't have trust, they're sailing upwind all the time and working twice as hard, and they're not getting anywhere.
I loved it. I loved meeting the people at my table, and I loved learning all the way that Bob presented trust. So, yeah, I had a great time.
It was stunning, actually. I really enjoyed it. Yes, it was very stimulating and thought-provoking, and I just like the energy.